Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and healthy, and I will also advise you to stay at home as much as you can since the pandemic cases are increasing day by day. Please do take care of yourself, and during this pandemic time we also have to study hard since the schools are closed. So let's take this initiative. When you are staying at home, please use your time appropriately. Okay, let us use every bit of time in learning and expanding our knowledge. Hi, this is Aprajita Bhattacharya and welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Diaries. Okay, we are learning so many things in this pandemic time, and I would like that every one of us should increase our knowledge area. Why not to utilize this in studying? Okay, so we have already made so many videos of the previous chapters, and today we will be continuing that. In our previous videos we have learned about force. Okay, what is force, what does it do, what is push and what is pull. Okay, so today we are going to learn about some common type of forces. Today there are many kinds of forces available. Okay, and today we will learn only about 4 of them. So before continuing our video, I would like you to please like, share and subscribe to my channel so that I can make new videos for you, and please also press the bell icon so that the new videos information will be given to you and you will not miss out any one of them. So let's start. The first force that we are going to talk about is the gravitational force. Okay, now what is it? Gravitational force was first discovered by scientist Sir Isaac Newton. You may all have known the name of, he is a great scientist, Sir Isaac Newton, and he discovered the laws of motion also. That's called Newton's law. Okay, so the gravitational force was initially discovered by him. How did he discover it? That is also an accident. Okay, he simply went and he was sitting under an apple tree. While he was sitting and looking at the apples on the tree, one of the apples just fell down. Okay, and then he started wondering why the apple fell on the ground only. Why didn't it go up? Okay, so this thing just struck his mind, and after that he researched and studied, and hence now the gravitational law has come into existence. So how can we define gravitation? It is a force of attraction. Okay, gravitation is a force of attraction, and this force of attraction is on the body and it is done by the earth. So when you are defining gravitational force, you can say that the attraction of attraction of objects towards the earth, that is the gravitational force. Okay, it is also a force of gravity also, you can say that. For example, you can take the fruits that are falling on the ground from the trees. That is due to the gravitational force. It is not going up. Whatever thing that is falling, if you throw a ball up, it will eventually come down. It will not go to the space. Okay, so this happens due to the gravitational force. Any of the objects that are falling from a height, that will land up on earth. This is due to the gravitational force which is acting upon that object. Okay, so in this way, gravitational force attracts or pulls any object that is falling towards it, and it will attract it towards itself. So any object falling on earth will eventually land on earth only. It will not go outside. Okay, so this is gravitational force. So our next force that we are going to talk about is now the frictional force. Yes, it is also called friction. It is the same thing, friction and frictional force. Now, how will we define this? This only happens when two surfaces come in contact with each other. Only then the frictional force is produced. Also, that also depends on how rough or how smooth the surface is and what is the force that is exerted by the object. Okay, object or the body. So that depends how much amount of friction is produced. So what eventually friction is? Friction can be referred to the force which is generated by two surfaces. Yes, There needs to be two surfaces for producing friction that contacts and slide against each other. Okay, so in order to produce friction, these two surfaces must come in contact and they must slide against each other so that the frictional force can be produced. If they are not sliding and not contacting with each other, no any kind of frictional force can be produced there. Okay, so this force is mainly affected by the surface texture. Surface texture means how smooth or how rough the surface is. Okay, that mostly affects the frictional force, and also the quantity of force that is being required, which are required by them together. So this is what a frictional force is. For example, when you are walking on the road, if any person is walking regularly, you will see that if he is wearing a new shoe on the first day, after a month the soles of the shoes are worn out. Okay, what I mean to say is, if a person wears a new shoe and walk on the road, you can see that after some days of walking, the soles of the shoes will worn out. It will be damaged. It won't be new anymore. Why is that? Because it is degrading day by day. When you are walking on the road, it is getting torn out. Okay, that is due to the frictional force we are applying while walking on the road. So to walk also, we need to produce some friction, only then we are able to walk. How does this happen? When you are putting one foot on the ground and then you are pushing the same foot and then only putting other feet to move forward. Okay, for example, if you are walking on a smooth surface like tiles and you are wet or you are having soap in your feet, then you cannot walk properly, because smooth surfaces produce less friction. Okay, and rough surface produce more friction. That is why it is hard to walk on a very rough road or rough surface, and on smooth surface like tiles it is very easy to fall down because very less amount of friction is produced there. So people feel difficulty while we are walking on a very smooth surface or path, because there is a fear of falling down since the friction produced is very low. Okay, so this is what frictional force is. I hope you have understood. So the third type of force that we are going to learn about is the muscular force. Yes, muscular force, by the name you can understand that this involves the muscles of our body. Okay, so the force is caused by the muscles of our body, which involves both the legs and the arms. Yes, the arms and legs both are involved in this muscular force. Now, what kind of force is muscular force? It is a type of force that occurs due to the body muscles action. What is body muscles action? If you are doing any kind of work, okay, that involves the use of our body muscles, and this is called the body muscle action. Suppose you are jumping, so you need to use the strength of your legs to jump. If you are lifting something, you need the strength of your arms. At that time you are using the strength of your muscles to do something. This is what a body muscles action is. Okay, and when we are using those body muscle action and make them contact the surfaces, this becomes the muscular force. Suppose you are lifting a heavy bag, you are using the strength of your arms, your muscles of your arms to lift it. That is the muscular force. The force that we are using is the muscular force. Okay, for example, if you are jumping, if you are walking, if you are doing some work, okay, if you are weightlifting or you are throwing some things from here to there, you are carrying things, this all requires the muscular force to do. So every work that we are doing that involves the muscles of our body, the strength of the muscles of our body, okay, that force is called muscular force. So the last force that we are going to learn about now is the magnetic force. Okay, Magnetic force is a force that attracts certain metal objects towards a magnet. Yes, now what is a magnet? You may have heard the word magnet. It is called chumbak in Hindi. Okay, so what a magnet does is, a magnet attracts the metal objects or a magnet toward itself. What is the work of it? It attracts the metal objects or magnet itself towards it. ये खींचता है, ठीक है. अट्रैक्ट्स मीन्स खींचना, आकर्षित करना. सो एक मैग्नेट दूसरे मैग्नेट को खींचता है, एक मैग्नेट मेटालिक ऑब्जेक्ट्स को भी खींचता है. व्हाट इज द मेटालिक ऑब्जेक्ट? आयरन, nickel, tin, they are all metallic objects. Okay, so whatever if the object is of metal, certainly it will be attracted by the magnet. भी कैसे पता चलेगा मैग्नेटिक है या नहीं है? Suppose you have a magnet, keep a magnet bar with you, and any kind of object, whether it is magnetic or not, you keep it towards near the magnet. If it is attracting it, pulling itself, then the object is magnetic object. If it is not pulling, then it is not a magnetic object. So generally all the metals are magnetic in nature except a few. Okay, कुछ metals magnetic नहीं होते, तो वो magnet से attract नहीं होते. Okay, और ज्यादातर metals magnet से attract होते. So in that case they are attracted to the magnet, they get pulled. Suppose कि आप कोई कील ले लोगे, nail, okay, तो उस कील को अगर आप मैग्नेट के पास रखे तो क्या होगा? वो कील जाके मैग्नेट पे चिपक जाएगा. सो दैट इज द पावर ऑफ मैग्नेटिज्म. ओके, दैट इज मैग्नेटिक फोर्स दैट द मैग्नेट इज अप्लाइंग टू पुल थिंग्स टुवर्ड्स इटसेल्फ. सो आई होप कि आपको फोर्सेस का डेफिनेशन और एग्जांपल समझ में आया होगा. Even if you have not understood or you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section below. Okay, so please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my video. If you like it, it will inspire me and motivate me to make new videos in the future. So thank you all once again. Stay safe.